Hello everyone, I am Dr. Nagamani KN, working as the Assistant Professor at Government First Grade College, KGF. Today we are going to discuss about cash budget.
Meaning of cash budget. Cash budget means a business can estimate of cash receipts from all the sources and cash payments for all the purposes. And also they can calculate what is the cash balance available at the end of the budget period. Not only estimate of cash receipts and cash payments, the company or the business can know whether the business is having sufficient cash available, and also they can know that whether the company is having cash excess or shortage. If there is any excess cash is there, they can plan for investing, and if there is any shortage of funds or shortage of cash is there, they can plan for borrowing the funds, and it is very useful for the purpose of controlling the cash position.
Problem number 1. This is a question paper problem. This question has given in the year 2017. Prepare a cash budget from the following for the period April to June 2016 from the following information. We have to prepare a cash budget for 3 months, that is from April to June 2016. For 5 months the information is given, then credit sales are given. This will come under the heading receipts, and purchases and wages are given. These two will come under the heading payments. Other information is here. 50% of the credit sales are realized in the month following the sales and the remaining in the second month following. The company has sold the goods on credit. First we have to calculate 50% for this credit sales. Credit sales ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ 50% ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸು ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸು ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 50% ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿದು 50% ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 50% ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ದು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇನ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 50% ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪೇಯ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಂತ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ the month of purchases. We have purchased goods on credit. Company ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, goods ನ purchase ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So company has to pay the amount to the suppliers. Suppliers ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 1 month. So ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ದು ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. Wages are paid in the same month. So wages, February wages will be given in the month of February. March wages will be given in the month of March, like that. Cash in hand was rupees 25,000 on April 1st, 2016. Opening balance ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ಗೆ. This we have to enter in the cash budget. First, we have to prepare the working note. In the problem, for 5 months information is given. We have to prepare the working note for 5 months. First one, information is given, credit sales. So whatever the amounts are given in the problem, first we have to enter. Then we need to calculate 50% of the credit sales. That is 1,80,000 into 50% means 90,000. 1,92,000 into 50% means 96,000. Like that we have to calculate for April, May and June. Why we have calculated 50% of credit sales means, in the problem it is given 50% of the credit sales are realized in the month following the sales and the remaining 50% in the second month following. So 50% sales ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 1 ಮಂತ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 50% ಯಾವಾಗ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ 1 ಮಂತ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 50% ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅಂಡರ್ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 2 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 1 ಮಂತ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 2 ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Here see, February 50% of credit sales is here 90,000. When it is realizing 50% next month means March. Remaining 50% in the month of April. Then see the March. March credit sales is 1,92,000. 50% of credit sales for the month of March is 96,000. So 1 month after ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ 50%. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ದು 50% ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 50% ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 50% ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ 54,000. 1 ಮಂತ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 50% ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್. ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರೋ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್. ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪೇಡ್ in the month following the month of purchases. So the company has to pay for the purchases after 1 month. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ the company will give the amount to the creditors in the month of March. March purchases amount will be given in the month of April. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟಾರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ದಿಸ್ 1,44,000, 2,43,000 and 2,46,000 should be entered in the cash budget.
Cash budget for the months of April, May and June 2016. Okay, so first when we are going to prepare a cash budget, there are 3 things that is very important: opening balance and receipts and payments. ಈ ಮೂರು ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ we can easily calculate what is the closing cash balance available. Now first we have to draw the columns, particulars, and we have to prepare a cash budget for April, May and June. So April, May, June ಗೆ columns ಹಾಕಬೇಕು and also we need to draw a column for total also. Now opening balance that is given in the problem, that is cash in hand was rupees 25,000 on April 1st 2016. It is given in the problem. So for the month of April the opening balance is 25,000 we have to write. The next heading is receipts. Means sources of cash. Only one source is there, that is credit sales. So here debtors I have written under that first installment and second installment. We have discussed these two under working note clearly. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ what is the total that is there we have to put. That is 96,000 plus 90,000, 1,86,000. 54,000 plus 96,000, 1,50,000. 87,000 plus 54,000, 1,41,000. Next, total cash available. How to calculate this total cash available? Means opening balance plus total receipt. That is 25,000 plus 1,86,000 will 2,11,000. Next, payments. There are 2 payments are there. That is first one is creditors. These calculations also
we have shown in the working note. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರ್ದಿದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Next, wages. So for the wages, it is given in the adjustment. Wages are paid in the same month. April wages will be given in the month of April itself. Like that, May and also for June. So April wages 11,000, May wages 10,000, June wages 15,000. Next, total payments we have to calculate. That is 1,44,000 plus 11,000, 1,55,000. 2,43,000 plus 10,000, 2,53,000. 2,46,000 plus 15,000, 2,61,000. Next, we have to calculate closing cash balance. How to calculate this closing cash balance means total cash available minus total payments. That is 2,11,000 minus 1,55,000, 56,000. Okay. Closing balance for the month of April. It will become a opening balance for the month of May. April the closing balance, May ge opening balance ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 56,000. Next, we have to follow the same procedure. Opening balance plus total receipt is the total cash available. That is 56,000 plus 1,50,000, 2,06,000. Then calculate closing cash available, total cash available minus total payments. Closing cash balance will get. That is 2,06,000 minus 2,53,000 minus 47,000 will come. Next, this closing balance for the month of May will become opening balance for the month of June minus 47,000. Then we have to calculate what is the total cash available. That is opening balance plus total receipts minus 47,000 plus 1,41,000, 94,000 will come. Next, closing cash balance. How to calculate? Total cash available minus total payments. 1 lakh minus 1,67,000 will come. Next, total column we have to fill. Now, we total column ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, there are two purposes. One is for cross verification. Problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ correct ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದೀವ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ, at the end ಏನ್ closing cash balance ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಜೂನ್ಗೆ closing cash balance total ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. Okay, and also we are going to prepare overall cash budget for the 3 months total ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So for this purpose, first opening balance total ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ opening balance ನ add ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. opening balance first month ಗೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 25,000, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 25,000. ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ 25,000 ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಮೇಗೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಇದೆ, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ minus 47,000. ಇದೇ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ನಾವು ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಡೇಟಾ ಅವರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 96,000 plus 54,000 plus 87,000, 2,37,000 will come. And for second installment also we have to put the total 90,000 plus 96,000 plus 54,000, 2,40,000. Next total receipts na ಮಾಡಿ total 1,86,000 plus 1,50,000 plus 1,41,000, 4,77,000. ಸೊ ನಾವು ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಲಾಗು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2,37,000 plus 2,40,000, 4,77,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ total for total cash available, always we should do in the form of vertical. We should not do in the form of horizontal. Okay, now how to calculate the total cash available? Follow the formula. Opening balance plus total receipts, that is 25,000 plus 4,77,000, 5,02,000 will come. Next, total creditors, that is 1,44,000 plus 2,43,000 plus 2,46,000, 6,33,000 will come. Then wages total is 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 15,000, 36,000 will come. Then total payments also we should total it 1,55,000 plus 2,53,000 plus 2,61,000. It will come 6,69,000. And for the purpose of calculating closing cash balance, follow the formula, that is total cash available minus total payments. 5,02,000 minus 6,69,000 means minus 1,67,000 will come. Okay. For the month of April, there is a surplus of cash is there 56,000. And for the month of May and also for the month of June, there is a shortage of cash is there. They can take the overdraft facilities from the bank. Problem number 2. The following information relates to XYZ Limited is given. And one table is given. So in this table, first month is given and wages incurred is given. Next materials purchased is given and overheads and also sales is given. And amounts is given in thousands. Here 6 means 6,000. 20 means 20,000. 10 means 10,000. 30 means 30,000, like that. Next, other information is given. It is expected that cash balance on 31st May will be rupees 22,000. So, cash balance on 31st May. 31st May means it is a closing cash balance for the month of May. And it will become a opening balance for the month of June. So, May ge closing balance ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 22,000. ಇದು June ge opening balance ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The wages may be assumed to be paid within they are incurred. Here, wages ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ ವೇಜಸ್ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ವೇಜಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಟು ಪೇ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ 3 months ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. So XYZ company, if they have purchased the materials, ಅವರು ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 3 months ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಪೇ 2 months ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ 2 months. ಸೊ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾರ್ಚ್ದು ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಓವರ್ಹೆಡ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಈಸ್ rupees 2,000 per month, which represents depreciation on 2 cars and 1 delivery van. So, overhead amount is given here, but this overhead amount includes 2,000 depreciation on 2 cars and 1 delivery van. Whenever we are doing cash budget, we have to deduct this depreciation on cars and also on vans, because cash budget ಅಲ್ಲಿ we should not show depreciation on cars and also on van. So ಈ overheads ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು 2,000 ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 10,000 minus 2,000, 12,000 minus 2,000, like that. There is a 1 month delay in paying the overhead expenses. So ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ ಮಂತ್ ಓವರ್ಹೆಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, 10% of monthly sales are for cash and 90% are sold on credit. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ sales is given. Out of this 30,000, for example, 10% is cash sales and 90% is credit sales. A commission of 5% is paid to agents on all the sales on credit. But this is no paid until the month following the sales to which it relates. This expenses is not included in the overhead figure shown. Again, one more payment is there, that is commission. Company has to pay the commission 5% to the agents. Agents ಗೆ 5% commission ಕೊಡಬೇಕು on which amount? On credit sales. Only on credit sales. Credit sales is 90% ಮಾತ್ರ credit sales ಇದೆ. ಆ 90% credit sales ಮೇಲೆ 5% commission agents ಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. When they are going to pay that 5% commission to agents means next month ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Next, it is intended to repay a loan of rupees 25,000 on 30th June. So they have to repay the loan. It will also come under the heading payments. June month ge matra ನಾವು 25,000 ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕು. Then delivery is expected in July of a new machine costing of rupees 45,000, of which rupees 15,000 will be paid on delivery and rupees 15,000 in each of the following month. See, the company is purchasing a new machinery. The cost of that machinery is 45,000. That is going to deliver in the month of July. Okay, and 15,000 the company is going to pay for that machinery on delivery, that is on July. In the month of July they are paying 15,000. July ಅಲ್ಲಿ 15,000 pay ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ and remaining 15,000 in each of the following month. For example, 45,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ first 15,000 ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ and again 15,000 next month ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ August ಅಲ್ಲಿ 15,000 and in the month of September also 15,000. Assume that overdraft facilities are all available if required. So, if any shortage of cash balance is there, they can take overdraft facilities from the bank. You are required to prepare a cash budget for the 3 months of June, July and August. ನಾವು cash budget prepare ಮಾಡಬೇಕು only for June, July and August. Before starting with the cash budget, we have to prepare the working note. So, the information is given for 8 months. So, 8 months information ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. For 8 months, we have to prepare the working note. The first information, purchases. So, whatever that amount that is given in the problem, we have written here. Problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ purchases ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನ complete ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀವಿ. And what is the adjustment given here is, see adjustment, it is the company's policy to pay creditors for material 3 months after receipt. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು 3 months ನಮಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 30,000 ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಕಮಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾನು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕಲರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರನೇ, ಈ ಕಲರ್ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ Problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು as it is first we have to write. Next in the adjustment it is given, see the G adjustment. 10% of the monthly sales are for cash and 90% are sold on credit. So first we have to calculate what is the 10% of sales and 90% of sales. 10% is cash sales and 90% is credit sales. How to calculate this? 30,000 into 3, 10% 3,000. 30,000 into 90% 27,000. Like that, 40,000 sales is there and the 10% is 4,000 and 90% is 36,000. Then for the month of April, 60,000 sales is there. 60,000 into 10%, 6,000 cash sales and 90% 54,000. So same procedure we have to follow for remaining months. Next, debtors. Here they have given the adjustment, D adjustment. Debtors are expected to pay 2 months after delivery. So ನಾವು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಕಂಪನಿ 2 months ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ debtors 2 months duration the company has given. So February's credit sales will be given in the month of April. March ದು credit sales amount May ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. April ದು June ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Same procedure we have to follow for remaining months. Then we have to calculate the commission adjustment H. That is, a commission of 5% is paid to agents on credit sales. Credit sales ಮೇಲೆ 5% commission company is going to give to the agent. First we have to calculate the commission. So how to calculate this 5% commission? We have to calculate only on credit sales. Credit sales is here 27,000 into 5%, 1,350. Then 36,000 into 5%, 1,800. Like that. For the month of April, 54,000 into 5%, 2,700. And same procedure we have to follow. Next, payment of commission. When they are going to pay this commission to the agents means 1 month means February ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್. March commission amount will be given to the agents in the month of April. Like that. The same procedure we have to follow. Then overhead. So whatever that is given in the problem, overhead amount, first we have to write. Then depreciation is given here. That is, see the adjustment E. Included in the overhead figure is rupees 2,000 per month, which represents depreciation. In the cash budget, we are not going to show the depreciation on cars and vans. So we have to deduct that 2,000 from the overheads that is given in the problem. Okay. Now 10,000 minus 2,000, 8,000, 12,000 minus 2,000, 10,000. Like that, we have to calculate for other months. Next, payment of overheads. Here, for the purpose of payment of overheads also, adjustment is given. See the adjustment F. There is 1 month delay in paying the overhead expenses. That is, expenses incurred in the month of February will be given in the month of March. March ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರೋ overhead expenses ನ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ದು ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. And the same procedure we should follow for all the months. Cash budget for the months of June, July, August. So we need to prepare a cash budget for 3 months. 3 months ಗೆ columns ಹಾಕಿದೀವಿ. June, July, August and also for total. Now see the first adjustment. It is expected that cash balance on 31st May will be rupees 22,000. 31st May means it is a closing balance for the month of 31st May. And May closing balance will become your opening balance for the month of June. ಮೇದು ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಜೂನ್ಗೆ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 22,000 ಬರ್ದಿದೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. So there are two sources of cash is there, cash sales and credit sales, that is debtors. ನಾವು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದೀವೋ ಜೂನ್ ಜುಲೈ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. We have to total the receipts, that is 7,000 plus 54,000, 61,000, that is for the month of June. And for July, 6,000 plus 45,000, 51,000. And for the month of August, 5,000 plus 63,000, 68,000. Then total cash available. How to calculate this total cash available? Opening balance plus total receipts. That is 22,000 plus 61,000, 83,000. Next, payments. So this creditors calculation also we have shown in the working note. Adanna hage bardidivi 30,000, 25,000 and 35,000. Then the wages. See the second adjustment in the problem. The wages may be assumed to be paid within the month they are incurred. So ಯಾವ month wages ಅದೇ month ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. February wages will be given in the month of February itself. So problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ it is given for the month of June, July, August, that is 12,000, 10,000 and 9,000 respectively. Next, overheads calculations also we have shown in the working note. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದೀವೋ ಜೂನ್ ಜುಲೈ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಅದೇ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 12,000, 16,000 and 14,000. Then sales commission also we have calculated in the working note, and the same amounts for the month of June, July, August we have written here. That is 2,250, 3,150 and 2,700. And loan repayment. See the adjustment I. It is intended to repay a loan of rupees 25,000 on 30th June. So only in the month of June we have to write 25,000 because XYZ company has repaid the loan only in the month of June, and July, August nil. Then purchase of machine. See the adjustment J. Delivery is expected in July of a new machine costing rupees 45,000, rupees 45,000 of which rupees 15,000 will be paid on delivery and rupees 15,000 in each of the following months. 45,000 they are purchasing new machine. Every month they are giving a 15,000, and that 15,000 that will start from the month of July because they have purchased the machine in the month of July itself. So July 15,000, August 15,000, again September ಅಲ್ಲಿ 15,000 ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, but there is no need to write here because we are preparing a cash budget for only June, July, August. Next, total payments. So we have to total the payments. There are 6 items are there under payments. Adanella total ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, for June, July and also for August. Then closing cash balance. Closing cash balance, the formula is total cash available minus total payments, that is 83,000 minus 81,250. So closing cash balance available for the month of June is 1,750. This closing balance for the month of June, it will become a opening balance for the month of July. Next, calculate total cash available, that is opening balance plus total receipts. 1,750 plus 51,000, 52,750. Then calculate closing cash balance, that is total cash available minus total payments, that is 52,750 minus 69,150 minus 16,400 will come. So it is a shortage of cash balance available in the month of July. So this closing balance minus 16,400 for the month of July, it will become a opening balance for the month of August minus 16,400. Next, total cash available. How to calculate? opening balance plus total receipts. Opening balance is minus 16,400 plus 68,000. Total cash available is 51,600. Then calculate the closing cash available, that is total cash available is 51,600 minus total payments is 75,700. It will come minus 24,100. Then total column, whenever we are writing the total column, first opening balance, first month opening balance we should write. That is for the month June, opening balance is 22,000. Same we have to write in the total column. Then put the total of cash sales, that is 7,000 plus 6,000 plus 5,000, 18,000. Then debtors total is 1,62,000. Then total receipts 61,000 plus 51,000 plus 68,000 is 1,80,000. Then total cash available, we should follow the formula, that is opening balance plus total receipts. 22,000 plus 1,80,000 is 2,02,000. Then we have to put the total for payments. First one is creditors, 30,000 plus 25,000 plus 35,000 is 90,000. Then wages also we should put the total, overheads we should put the total, sales commission also we should put the total, and loan payment only in the month of June is there, and that same amount we should write. And purchase of machine, for 2 months it is there 15,000 and 15,000, that also we should put the total. Then total the payments, so 81,250 plus 69,150 plus 75,700, it will come 2,26,100. And closing cash balance, the formula is total cash available minus total payments, that is 2,02,000 minus 2,26,100. Closing cash available is minus 24,100. Okay, only in the month of June there is a surplus cash balance is there, 1,750. And for the month of July and August, closing balance minus sign is there, means there is a deficit or shortage of cash balance. So the company has to take overdraft facilities from the bank for the month of July, minus 16,500, and for the month of August 24,100. Problem number 3. Prepare cash budget for the 3 months ending 30th June 2016 from the information given below. So we need to prepare a cash budget for the 3 months, and the last month should be 30th June. So we have to prepare the cash budget for 3 months, that will start from April, May and June. Next, here for 5 months information is given. The first information is sales. It will come under the heading receipts. Then materials, wages, overheads, it will come under the heading payments. Next, credit terms are sales and debtors. Okay, under sales, cash sales will be there and credit sales will be there. So credit sales we can write it as debtors. Next, 10% sales are on cash. Okay, now sales ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 10% cash sales ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 90% credit sales ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ credit sales ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, 50% of the credit sales are collected next month and the balance in the following month. 90% ಅಲ್ಲಿ 90% ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ 90% ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ 50% ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 50% ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 90% ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 50% ನ ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Next, creditors materials 2 months. We have purchased the materials from the suppliers. When the company is going to give the money to the suppliers, 2 months ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್. ನಮಗೆ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ವೇಜಸ್ 1/4 ಮಂತ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೇಜಸ್ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿದು 1/4 ವೇಜಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು, 3/4 ವೇಜಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್, ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್, ಮೇ ಅಂಡ್ ಜೂನ್. ದೆನ್ 1/4 ವೇಜಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಂಪನಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3/4 ಅದೇ ಮಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Next, overheads of month means 50% of the overhead expenses will be given in the same month and 50% overhead amount will be given in the month of March, means next month. Next, cash and bank balance on 1st April 2016 is expected to be rupees 6,000. 1st April ಗೆ opening balance ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 6,000. So we have to write in the cash budget for the month of April, opening balance will be 6,000. Other relevant information are plant and machinery will be installed in February 2016 at a cost of rupees 96,000. So the company has installed plant and machinery in the month of February 2016. The cost of that machinery will be 96,000. The monthly installment of rupees 2,000 is payable from April onwards. So ಅವರು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಇಂದ. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮಂತ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪೇ 2,000. Next, dividend at 5% on preference share capital of rupees 2 lakh will be paid on 1st June. So this adjustment will also come under the heading payments. So preference shareholders ge dividend 5% ಕೊಡಬೇಕು in the month of June. Next, advance to be received for sale of vehicle for rupees 9,000 in June. This will come under the heading receipts because they have received the advance they are going to receive in the month of June. Only for the month of June, 9,000 we should write. Dividends from investment amounting to rupees 1,000 are expected to receive in June. So this also we should write under the heading receipts because it is a income or it is a source or receipts. Dividends from investment, they have invested the amount in other companies shares. So on that investments they are receiving the dividends. 1,000 they have received in the month of June. Only for the month of June 1,000 we should enter. Income tax advance to be paid in June is rupees 2,000. So it is a payment expenses. It will come under the heading payments. Only for the month of June 2,000 we should write income tax. Before doing the cash budget, we have to prepare a working note. For 5 months information is given. For all the 5 months, we are going to prepare a working note. First, sales. Whatever sales that is given in the problem, same amount we should write. Next, in the adjustment it is given 10% are cash sales. We have to calculate what is the 10% of sales. 14,000 into 10%, 1,400. It is the cash sales. Again for the month of March, 15,000 into 10%, 1,500. Like that we have to do it for April, May and June. Next, credit sales is given, remaining is 90%. So in the sales 10% is the cash sales, means remaining is the credit sales. 14,000 into 90%, 12,600. 15,000 into 90%, 13,500. Like that we have to calculate for April, May and June also. Next, out of this 90% sales, 90% sales is credit sales. Out of the, again we have to calculate 50% of credit sales. ಈ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 12,600 into 50%, 6,300. 13,500 into 50%, 6,750. ಅದೇ ತರ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್, ಮೇ, ಜೂನ್ಗೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 50% ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ 90% ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿದು 50% ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ದು ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ದು ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೇದು ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ second installment, that is remaining 50% of credit sales collection in the following month, means remaining 50% ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿದು ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ದು ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ದು ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ನ, ಅದನ್ನ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇನ್ ದ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ 2 months. ಸೊ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್, ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ದು ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಡ್ಜೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್, ಈ 3 ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 6,750, ಮೇ 7,200, ಜೂನ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 6,300, 6,750, 7,200. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 9,600, ಮೇ 9,000 ಅಂಡ್ ಜೂನ್ 9,200. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಡ್ಜೆಟ್. ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೇಜಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1/4 ಮಂತ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. First we have to write wages, whatever that is given in the problem. Next we have to calculate 1/4 of wages or 25% of wages, and 3/4 of wages or 75% of wages. How to calculate this? 3,000 into 25%, 750. 3,000 into 75%, 2,250. Like that we are going to calculate for the month of April also. 3,200 into 25%, 800, and 3,200 into 75%, 2,400. Like that we have to calculate for May and June. Next, payment of wages. Here in the adjustment it is given 1/4 of wages ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 1/4 month ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, means 1/4 month ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 1/4 of the wages will be given in the next month, and remaining 3/4 of wages or 75% of wages they are going to give to the workers in the same month. Now already we have calculated 25% how much and 75% how much. So 25% will be given in the next month. ಈ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ 750 ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ದು 750 ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ದು 25% ಆಫ್ ವೇಜಸ್ 800 ಮೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೇದು 25% 900 ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3/4 ಆಫ್ ವೇಜಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. that is ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು calculate ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ 2250 for the month of February. Same month they are going to give to the workers. Next March 2250 March ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. April 2475% of wages April ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Next we have to calculate what is the total payment of wages. Here January information is not given in the problem, so we won't get what is the 25% of wages. Only 3/4 or 75% of wages we will get for the month of February 2250. Next March get 750 plus 2000 250 3000. Next for the month of April 750 plus 2400 3150. Like that we have to calculate for May and also for June. Next overheads. Whatever that is given in the problem overheads, first we have to enter, and here it is given off month for the overhead. So off month anta helidre off of overheads or 50% of overheads first we have to calculate. Here how to calculate this 50% means 1700 into 50% 850. Next for the month of March 1900 into 50% 950. April 2000 into 50% 1000. Like that we have to calculate for May and June. Illi half month anta kotre 50% of the overhead expenses they are going to give in the same month and remaining 50% in the next month anta. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಸರಿನೇ ನಾವು 50% ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ನಾವು ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದೇ 50% ನ ನಾವು ಎರಡೂ ಕಡೆನೂ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ನೋಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಓವರ್ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ 50% ಆಫ್ ಓವರ್ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂಡ್ 50% ಆಫ್ ಓವರ್ಹೆಡ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ 1700 overheads ಇದೆ ಆದರೆ for the month of February. In that 50% is 850. So this 850 will be given in the next month and remaining 850 will be given in the same month. And see the March total overheads are there for the March is 1900. So ಈ 1900 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% 950 ನ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 950 ನ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿ ದ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ overheads is 2000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1000. ಸೊ 50% overhead ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ 1000. ಇನ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 50% ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Same procedure we have to follow for the May and June. Next, total payment of overheads we have to calculate. So January information is not given. January ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% overhead ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So only we have to write 850. Next, for the month of March 850 plus 950 1800 will come. Next for the month of April 950 plus 1000 1950 will come. So same ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಫಾರ್ ಮೇ ಅಂಡ್ ಜೂನ್. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಮಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಮೇ ಜೂನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೇಜಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಈ ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು.
We are preparing the cash budget for 3 months, that is from April to June 2016.
First, we should write the headings, particulars, April, May, June and total. Then, opening balance. It is given in the problem for the month of April 6000 that we have entered. Next, under receipts. First one is cash sales. And second one is debtors. Under debtors, first installment and second installment is there. This in detail we have discussed under the working note. Whatever amounts that is there for the months for April, May, June that we have written here. Next, third one dividend. See in the adjustment Dividends from investment amounting to rupees 1000 are expected to receive in June. Company has invested some amount. On that amount they are getting dividend. That is 1000 dividend they are getting for the month of June. Only for the month of June they are getting 1000 that we have entered. Next, advanced against vehicles. Here in the adjustment it is given advance to be received for sale of vehicles rupees 9000 in June. See, they are getting advance of rupees 9000 for the purpose of sale of vehicle, that is in the month of June we have to enter. Next, total receipts we have to calculate. How to calculate this total receipts? That is cash sales plus debtors plus dividend plus advance against vehicle. That is for the month of April, May and June also we should calculate. Then total cash available. First, this total cash available we have to calculate only for the month of April, because opening balance it is given only for the month of April, and whatever closing balance we are going to calculate for the month of April, that will become the opening balance for the month of May. Now, total cash available for the month of April is opening balance plus total receipts, that is 6000 plus 14,650. Total cash available is 20,650. Then payments one by one we should write here. First one is creditors, second one is wages, then third one is overheads. These three clearly we have discussed under working note. Whatever we have discussed under the working note, whatever amounts are there for April, May, June, just we have to enter in the cash budget. Then installment for plant. Here company they have purchased plant and machinery and it will be installed in the month February 2006 at a cost rupees 96,000. The monthly installment of rupees 2000 is payable from April onwards. So from the month of April 2000 the company is going to give. So that we have to enter here every month to 2000. Next, preference dividend. The company is paying the preference dividend on preference share capital at 5%. Preference share capital is 2 lakh into 5% and it is going to be paid only in the month of June. That is 10,000. 2 lakh into 5%, 10,000 will come. Next, income tax advance. So, this income tax to be paid in June, rupees 2000. Only in the month June they are paying 2000, that we have to enter. Then, total payments. That is, total payments means we have to add all these, that is creditors plus wages plus overheads plus installment for plant, then preference dividend plus income tax advance. If we add all this, we will get the total payments for April, May and June. Next, closing cash balance. How to calculate means total cash available minus total payments. That is 20,650 minus 16,700. 3,950 will come. So this closing cash balance for the month of April will become opening balance for the month of May. Then here total cash available we have to calculate, that is 3,950 plus total receipts is 15,650, 19,600 will come. Then closing cash balance for the month of May, that is total cash available minus total payments, that is 19,600 minus 16,600, 3,000 will come. The closing balance of May will become opening balance for the month of June. Then we need to calculate total cash available, that is opening balance 3,000 plus total receipts 26,650. Total cash available is 29,650. Then we have to calculate the closing cash balance. Total cash available for the month of June is 29,650 minus total payments is 29,350. Closing cash balance is 300. Then total column we need to fill. At the time of filling total column, opening balance, we should take first month opening balance. That is for the month April, 6,000 opening balance is there, that we have to enter first. Then cash sales we have to add. That is 1,600 plus 1,700 plus 1,800. Total cash sales is 5,100. Like that, for debtors also we should add. That is 6,750 plus 7,200 plus 7,650. 21,600 will come. Next, for the second installment also 6,300 plus 6,750 plus 7,200. The total is 20,250. And the dividend is only for 1 month, 1,000 is there, that we have to write. Then advance against vehicle, only for 1 month is there, that is 9,000, that also we should write. Then total receipts also we need to totally, that is 14,650 plus 15,650 plus 26,650, 56,950 will come. Then total cash available. How to calculate? We should follow the formula, that is opening balance plus total receipts, that is 6,000 plus 56,950, 62,950 will come. Then payments also we should put the total. First one is creditors, that is 9,600 plus 9,000 plus 9,200, 27,800 will come. Then wages 3,150 plus 3,500 plus 3,900, 10,550 will come. Then overheads 1,950 plus 2,100 plus 2,250, 6,300 will come. Then installment for plan 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000, 6,000 will come. Preference dividend only for the month June is there 10,000, as it is we are writing. Income tax advance also only for the month June is there 2,000, that also we need to write. Then total payments, that is 16,700 plus 16,600 plus 29,350, 62,650 will come. Then closing cash balance, the formula is total cash available minus total payments, that is 62,950 minus 62,650, 300 will come.